Why do we call it the Shimla Pact? It sounds like some kind of a peace treaty. Well, it is. It's also known as the Indira Pact or the Shimla Agreement. And this was signed on July 2, 1972 by India and Pakistan. The war had just ended. This was the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971, and the two new countries were looking to resolve some key issues. No. 1. How to stop the fighting. No. 2. What to do with refugees. And no. 3. How to divide the assets and the liabilities of the old nation. Things were tense. Mrs. Gandhi was hesitant. She didn't want to be seen as conceding defeat. Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was in no mood to compromise. But they did reach an agreement. It was signed in the Indian hill station of Shimla. Hence, the name Simla Pact. Let me tell you what was agreed upon. First, both sides would respect the new international borders. Mrs. Gandhi got the assurance she wanted. The fighting would stop. Secondly, both sides agreed to work for the welfare of refugees. Millions of people had fled their homes during the war. Many of them wanted to return. The Shimla Pact made that possible. And finally, the question of assets and liabilities. What would they be called? Joint. This is what the pact said. Any decision regarding the question of assets and liabilities will be taken later by the governments of India and Pakistan in a spirit of cooperation and in accordance with the principles of international law. In other words, they couldn't agree on how to divide the assets and the liabilities, so they punted the decision to a later date. But the most important thing was to end the war. Mrs. Gandhi got what she wanted. Her daughter, Indira, was assassinated a few months later. But that's a different story altogether. Coming back to the Shimla Pact, it remains the foundational document for India-Pakistan relations. Every time these two countries sit down to talk, they refer to the Shimla Pact, the Lahore Declaration of 1999. For instance, it was a follow-up of sort. Then you have the composite dialogue, the one that was launched in 2004. Again, it was based on the Shimla Pact. And who can forget the 2008 peace talks in Islam? This was during the UPA government. The then Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, he referred to the Shimla Pact as the guiding light for India-Pakistan relations. The Shimla Pact has had an enduring legacy, but not many Indians or Pakistanis know about it today. They fought a war in 1971. They've fought 3 since then. But every time there's a war, they go back to Simla, because there's no other document to guide their relationship. The Shimla Pact remains the only formal, legally binding document between these two countries. And that's the story of the Shimla Pact.